Good afternoon, everybody. So today we're going to go ahead and try to make a decent narrated, edited video that's short and concise so that it's easy for you all to stomach. A couple days ago I went ahead and decided that I needed to trench the power line coming out to my house. And normally you'd go down to Home Depot and rent a trencher, and it's about $100 for a day or something like that, and I didn't want to deal with it. So what I ended up doing was I had this idea to use my pressure washer. I know that when I have that turbo nozzle on the front of it, it gets down into the dirt and it'll just rip it apart. I've been able to dig holes with it, and so I figured let me go ahead and try to do this. Alright, so here I am running around with my pressure washer in the yard. I've got my hose hooked up and everything, and here we go. You can see where the wire actually comes out of that breaker box. This is the finished line where it's already in the ground. The mud's covered it. But basically I just put this little cup on the front of it to make sure that there's no splashback coming in my face, and it was good for starting. But later I actually used it as a depth indicator so that I know that I'm going about 6 inches down. Now I used a pressure jet, or it's like a turbo nozzle just like what you saw on the screen there, and it just spins a real tight jet and it really eats that dirt up. But one of the other things that I wanted to make sure of is that when that jet's down there, I try to make a channel in the ground so that that wire has something to grab onto, or like, you know, I could shove it under something and that wire stays under the ground while the dirt or the mud is drying up. And so it worked really well. I was able to get that the wire down into the groove, and it just stayed. You could feel it was nice and tight, and it locked in, and I just kept working my way down and putting more of the wire in the ground. I mean, it worked like a charm. This was absolutely excellent, and considering that I could have gone and like rented a machine, you know, it could have taken me not only a lot of money, but time and effort to try to deliver the machine and get it home, and then hassling with it. Then you have to try to fill the hole in, and that was one thing that you get to skip because the water just, I mean, it's just mud, it just stays in the hole. It took me about an hour and 10 minutes, and man, I can't explain enough about this little procedure. It was the best way I've ever put a wire underground. If you guys have seen my other videos where I was living before, I had a 250-foot stretch of wire, and it got eaten up by the sun, and things would run over it, and it shorted out, and it was just crazy because it was above ground. But this is I would suggest this to anybody that's trying to get either conduit, pipe, water, a wire or anything underground. The root bed should grow right over it. The width of that hole is only about 1 inch to 1.5 inches. It goes down about 6 inches, and then if you keep that jet at an angle, then it cuts that groove at the bottom. So I just sprayed everything off, and I was done. I could comb inside. Couldn't have thought of a better way to do that. I mean, I don't know what else to say. But guys, I would highly suggest you try this if you'd like, and that's really all there is to it. You could use an electric pressure washer, but I'm not exactly sure how well that's going to work. What you want is a gas pressure washer that can handle, you know, 2.5 gallons per minute at 3,000 psi. That makes sure that the mud actually turns into the sludge, because if it's just dirt rocks, you know, you may have trouble trying to fish that line under there. But when it's mud, I mean, it just sinks, and then you can cut it in there, and it holds. So this will be my little presentation. I hope the video was short enough, and you guys leave comments or let me know how I can improve these videos in the future, because I really want to start making them much more enjoyable to watch. So thanks a lot for watching, supporting, and I'll catch you all next time.